I'm never bored, right? And I remember I used to hate being bored as a kid. I used to go to my mom all the time and I would go, I'm fucking bored. I wouldn't say fuck, but I'd be like, I'm bored. What do I do? I would literally say that to my mom. She'd be like, I don't know. She'd give me options. I'd be like, no. And then I would just watch YouTube for fucking 8 hours. And I don't think that's bad, right? Because a lot of those things are nostalgic to me. And I did enjoy, you know, like Doom watching, you know, Minecraft YouTube playthroughs and random Pixelmon shit and other random people, Good Mythical Morning and shit like that. Like, that's like a part of my life. Like, I like in my head, I'm vividly remembering now, like laying on my couch on my fucking iPad mini I had at the time, just watching YouTube for like 6 hours. And I don't regret that, but I would say, like, I wish I had experienced more things and also appreciated boredom.
When was the last time you were actually bored? And I mean boredom to the highest degree, like that boredom that makes you pick up a new skill, my nigga. No weed, no game, no friends to talk to in that moment, just boredom. When was the last time some of us actually experienced that? And I ask this question because I don't think we be bored anymore. To be honest, I don't know if we're even actually allowed to be bored. And the reason I say that is because this video almost didn't exist. I had a whole nother video ready to be edited. I was supposed to edit it yesterday. I ended up not editing it. I really didn't like the video completely. I'm a perfectionist, so if the video is not up to my liking before it's edited, bitch, it's not even gonna get edited.
But yeah, man, I scrapped the whole thing and I ended up just laying here. Just laying here. No game, no YouTube, no music, no weed. Just me and my thoughts.
I literally just sat in that very spot, looking at my ceiling, thinking, what the hell am I gonna do now, bruh? And for about 10 to 15 minutes, I was genuinely bored. Like, that peak level of boredom I was just talking about, I was there. I mean, there was nothing stimulating in my fucking brain. No notifications, no scrolling, no background noise, just me. Just me.
Bro, y'all ever been so bored, like you don't even know what to do? Like, I'm that bored, like my mind don't even fucking work no more. Like, damn, how do I get unbored? Like, you feel me? Like, ban that shit.
Growing up, being bored wasn't weird at all. It was very normal, actually. I know your mom had to kick you out the house to get outside at some point. Personally, I used to watch TV until my time was up. I used to play my game until the time was up, until that last fucking second. I remember times when the game wasn't a factor in my life. Not even a phone. Play with toys, you might watch a little TV here and there, play on your mini hoop, and then eventually you ran out of shit to do and you got bored. And looking back on it, those moments were low-key kind of important because boredom forced you to think. It forced you to use your imagination. It forced you to ask, what should I do now? What should I do next? That's where ideas came from. That's where creativity came from. Sometimes that'll be the times where you learn more about yourself. Now, the second we even feel 2 seconds of boredom going on in our life, we reach for our phones, doom scrolling. We reach for the controller, gaming for hours. And we do this because our brains have been trained to believe that every second needs to be filled. All these entertainment apps we have, YouTube, Netflix, Instagram, Hulu, TikTok, Spotify, Discord, something, anything. I see you reaching for your phone while you watching this damn video. Put it down. I really don't think it's healthy, bro. And I also don't think it's completely our fault that this is what it is.
Today, we're going to talk about how TikTok is not trying to entertain you. It's trying to keep you bored. And TikTok was the big pioneer behind this, but now basically all the other platforms have jumped on board. And if we want to understand why we feel bored so much and how to feel less bored, we have to understand exactly what these apps are doing to our brain. So let's start with the basics. First question is, what is boredom? Like, from a scientific perspective, when you feel bored, what's going on in your brain? So my take is that boredom is a subjective feeling that correlates with your brain craving dopamine. So let's understand this for a moment. Let's say I feel hungry. Hunger is a subjective feeling. It's the way that I feel, but it correlates with some physiology. If my blood glucose is low, if my glycogen stores are empty, if my stomach doesn't have any food in it, these are the physical signals in my body that will create the feeling of hunger. When my kidneys detect a high concentration of sodium, those signals travel to my brain and make me feel thirsty. So what is the physiologic or neuroscientific correlate? What's going on in our brain when we subjectively feel bored? This is a craving for dopamine.
I came across a couple of TikToks actually that resonated with me while doing search for this video. This one lady I came across basically said that boredom can be dangerous, and not because being bored is terrible, but because of what boredom can make you do. Think about that. Think about how many times we've opened DoorDash because we were bored and we started scrolling through the menus and ended up buying something. You weren't even fucking hungry. You just did it because you had nothing else to do. How many spontaneous Amazon purchases have you made because you were bored? I even seen somebody in the comment sections on this TikTok saying they were on dating apps, just skewing dating apps, and then ended up talking to somebody they were never meant to meet in their life. You were better off just bed rotting. Boredom itself isn't half of the fucking problem. It's what you decide to replace it with.
This may be an unpopular opinion, but I do feel like boredom is a very dangerous thing, because when you're not active, you will end up meeting the wrong people, doing the wrong things, and spending all your money. You're bored, you'll just go and buy the whole menu. You will go shopping for no reason to fill the void. You will meet up with a guy that you shouldn't meet up with. Next thing you have kids, next thing you have a STI. Bruv, boredom is the most dangerous thing that a human can go through. And I think also it tricks you into feeling you're super lonely, because even the other day I was having a breakdown about how lonely I felt, but it's just because I'm bored. I'm sorry, like, when you're occupied, you don't have room to let these intrusive thoughts enter your mind. You don't have room to be thinking about other people and how you want to meet up with them, because you're so occupied by what you need to do. And another thing is, there's nothing better than locking in, because when you lock in, you reap so many benefits. It grows your confidence.
Listen, bro, you got to be very, very, very careful when you're bored, man. Because when you're bored and you have time on your hands, that's when you end up doing stuff you shouldn't be doing. I remember personally, man, the most dangerous times for me was when I had too much time on my hands. I'm telling you this right now, bro, and I know you guys can relate to this. When you're waking up and you don't have stuff to do, brother, you start coming up with ideas and, oh, you know what, I'm gonna do this today, and then you just waste a bunch of time. Most importantly, you do things that you know you really shouldn't be doing, and you know what I'm talking about. So if you want to avoid this, bro, you need to start to be organized in the season of your life. And another word for organized is simply being intentional, bro. Like, you need to sit down, get a pen, get a paper, and figure out what you want to do with your life and what steps are going to allow you to get to that goal.
Sometimes I don't think we realize how impossible it is to be bored nowadays. Every single app, I mean literally every single one, has something waiting for you. TikTok got a bunch of short form videos to scroll past every millisecond. Instagram got reels and posts and stories and notes. YouTube has a bunch of new added features. Netflix, even Spotify, bro. Like, all of this shit. Everywhere you go, everywhere you look, you barely have to even fucking think anymore. You just scroll. Every swipe there's another video, every swipe there's another post, another controversy, whatever it is, there's something new. Let's just say another dopamine hit. Your brain never gets a chance to sit still. It never gets uncomfortable, which is a problem. Uncomfortability in your brain makes you think. Being in an uncomfortable situation, period, will make you think. I'm going off topic. The second you feel that uncomfortability, you swipe again. You start scrolling.
So when I feel bored, what do? This is a feeling that causes me to engage in a behavior, right? So I pull out my phone, I use a device, something like that. I want to do something to no longer feel bored. So then I give in to this behavioral drive, right? And then I pull out my phone, then my brain gets dopamine, and now I no longer feel bored. I don't feel great. I don't feel like I'm using my time well, but that subjective, intense feeling of boredom goes away. So the other thing that we need to understand is that boredom is also, not only is it a craving, it is also correlated with dopamine withdrawal. So when I have a certain level of dopamine activity in my nucleus accumbens and ventral tegmental area, I feel like I'm enjoying myself, right? So dopamine gives us a sense of pleasure. It gives us a behavioral reinforcement. So whatever gives us the pleasure, we want to do again. But then once the dopamine transmission starts to drop down, what do we feel? We start to feel bad. We feel restless. We feel a lot of negative emotions sometimes. There's all kinds of negative things that we feel until we start using the device again.
And I really think that's where the problem starts, because when you're constantly consuming, you're not being creative. You're not even letting your own ideas develop in your brain before you decide to scroll 5 times. It's almost like we've become scared of sitting in our own thoughts, because the moment things get quiet, we immediately start trying to make noise again. And if I thought there was an easy way to go about this shit, if I thought there was a easy solution to it, I would have said it by now, bro, but I don't think there is one.
How do we solve this? What we basically need to do is reverse the process. What we need to do is add more receptors to our neurons. And the way that we do that is by being bored. So this is what's really cool. When we're bored, that means that the dopamine signal is too low. So when the dopamine signal is too low, what does the neuron do? It adds more receptors. The more receptors it adds, the more you will derive pleasure. Now our sensitivity to dopamine has increased, right? It's the opposite of tolerance. Now when I sit down to read a book, I get plenty of dopamine. It's actually really fun. Even when I do things like go for a walk, suddenly this feels pleasurable. When I hang out with friends, this feels pleasurable. Sitting outside on my porch and watching the sunset starts to feel pleasurable. This is the really, really crippling thing. We've created a society where we get so much dopamine that when we develop this tolerance, the normal activities in life start to feel boring. So what we want to do is reverse this dopamine tolerance.
People love saying, just get off your phone, just cut off the devices. Nigga, that's not realistic anymore. Some people work over the phone. Some people work from home on their computer. Some people's jobs are on their fucking phone. On top of that, our money is becoming digital. Our schools use technology. Most of the relationships that happen today in 2026 are happening through technology. Point is, if you even wanted to disconnect completely, you really can't. Unless you plan on living off the grid completely like Ryan Reynolds in Red Notice. But I doubt people are really living like that or even can. So it becomes this weird relationship. We need technology, but technology also needs us. It needs our attention, our time. It needs us scrolling. And I think that's where the real danger is being hidden. Not the phone itself, not TikTok, not YouTube, but forgetting how to live without it. I think boredom is one of the last feelings that forces us to look inward instead of outward. When you're bored, you don't have a creator online telling you what to think. You don't have a movie telling you what to feel. You don't have an algorithm choosing your next thought. It's just you. And maybe that's why we've become so uncomfortable with boredom. Sitting in your own thoughts is way harder than scrolling for another hour. I won't argue that, but sometimes your best idea, your biggest goals, even the things that will change your life in the future to come, start with 5 minutes of doing absolutely nothing. I think that's all I got for this video, man. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, because we is on a roll to 10,000 subscribers. I'm gonna keep this outro sweet and simple. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one, man. Deuces.